How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Right back again with another video. Let's go. Have a plan for OTR. I'm a truck driver, been in transportation for a little bit, for 3 years. But a truck driver going on for a year. It's probably a year. Time flies. But one thing I realized, and this is something I knew since I was in the transportation industry, was a jockey. I worked in intermodal. I knew if I went to the industry, I need to have a plan. Just doing OTR for OTR's sake, to me personally, I think is stupid and ludicrous. Unless it's something that you want to do. If that's something you want to do, that's a different case. Somebody's like, I want to see the world, see the country, I'm planning on doing OTR, that's a different case. Somebody likes what they're doing and they want to do it. For the most part, what I see, most people don't like to be on the road for 4 or 5 months at a time. The average person doesn't want that. But I do think it's good to do that for a time being. Like me, I did it, and it's fun. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say I don't enjoy it. I enjoyed it. But long term, I know, okay, yeah, long term, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on the road unless I own my own company or my own truck. That's a different case. But if I'm working for a company, I don't want to be on the road for more than 3-4 weeks. I personally don't. Unless they're paying a premium. Even then, I'm gonna do that for a time being. But a lot of times people, especially new drivers, especially you work for American carrier, and I'm gonna tell you this: look wherever you live at, look for jobs where you live at. And this is something I wish I kind of knew this. I had a plan, so I'm not gonna say put me into this. But look where you live at. If you live in Charlotte, look at the companies in Charlotte. If you live in Indiana, look for the company everywhere you live. Your town you live in, the city you live in. Look for companies in that area. Because most of the time, you're going to find a better situation, a better position, if you have the experience. But you'll find a better situation, a better position, that you get to be home, let's say, every weekend or 3 days on. Like where I live at, there's the companies that are like, okay, 3 days on, 3 days off. Or how can I say this? You stay there overnight, you come home. So you're basically home almost every other day. Every other day you come home, and you're home on the weekends. And there's some jobs that you home on the weekends. And you getting paid more or the same as you be getting paid doing OTR. So make a plan, because there is money to be made. Those people say money, there is money to be made in the industry. That's a given, that's a fact. But you have to be smart and strategic, and that's one thing I've realized. A lot of people who doing OTR, they're not strategic, they're not smart. Okay, then that came out wrong. Some of them are not being strategic, and it's probably somebody because nobody told them. There's some industries I've been in, there's some things I've been in, and I did not know, and I was not smart at that moment in place. But there's some people I've seen in the street who are mad, who are aggravated, who have bad energy, and they're taking it out on their fellow drivers, taking it out on shipping receivers, instead of looking inward and like, what do I want? What do I want? What is the plan to get out of this? What is my plan for OTR? What is my plan for this trucking career, this trucking job that I'm doing? What is my plan? I know truck drivers who want to be nurses. I know truck drivers who wanted to be pilots because they wanted to. Just know that, okay, what do I want to do and what's the plan to get there? I didn't mean to say not smart, because a lot of people just don't know. I didn't mean to say that. That came out very wrong and very facetious, I would say. But make a plan for OTR. Don't just be on this road holding this steering wheel, tarping the load, picking up loads, and not having a goal and plan. Like me personally, I'm doing OTR and I'm switching over to regional. They gave me an opportunity to switch over to regional, and it made sense. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm be getting paid OTR pay while going regional and have the choice to be home on the weekends, every weekend. I would do that. But I like to be at least 2 weeks on the road. I don't mind that. I like that. 2 weeks on the road. I come home, I see my family, see my friends, and I actually miss them. But you need to have a plan. Have a plan. Okay, I'm going to do OTR. What jobs do I want to do? Where do I plan on going? What do I want to do in this industry? Or if I don't want to even be in this industry, how do I plan to get out? Because some people probably don't want to be in the street. Probably is a means to end, which that is smart. Use trucking as a means to an end for you. Don't just be on this, just trucking, and you're not having a plan, not having a goal. You just buying stuff and not having a goal. Like me, like I say, it's working out for me now. The first 6 months was brutal, but it's working out for me now. I'm saving my money. I'm paying off debts. I have a crib. So I'm taking care of myself, taking care of my responsibilities, and I have a plan. I don't plan to be on the road for more than a month, 2, 3 months, unless it's my own company. But if it's not my own company, I don't plan to be on the road for that long. That is stupid. That is asinine. Especially if you work for a main carrier. Now you're making $2,000-$3,000 after tax. It's understandable why you're on the road. I could see why you're doing that if you have a goal, you have a plan. But even if you don't have a goal, have a plan, it's kind of crazy just to be on the road just to have this money. You're not having a lifestyle. You're not having a life. You don't have any goals for this money that you're using. I'm bringing in. So just have a goal. That's one thing I would say. And if you're a new truck driver, I hope you listen to this. Have a goal. Have a plan. Have a goal, have a plan. If you're going to do OTR, which most of the time you're going to do OTR for a year, 2 years, what is your goal? What is your plan? Find out how long you can go out for. Find out how long you could go out for, how long you could run for. I mean, I could do 4 weeks is good. I could do that. Do I want to do that? No. But I could do that. Anything more after that, I start getting mad, I start getting agitated. That is not good for me. And I look fiscally. The money talks. And don't let your DM or your job just, in the beginning you might have to take. You might have to take that ish. You might have to take that ish. But have a plan about, okay, don't do that. Save your money. And that's what the house, save your money, invest your money. Start paying off debt, get these things right, work out. I try my best to always work out. Try your best to eat healthy, intermittent fast. So you could transition in what you want to do. Have a plan for OTR, because OTR for sure will have a plan for you. If you don't have a plan for what you're going to do in this career, the company you work for will have a plan for you. And best believe, most of the time it's not going to be in your best interest. Most of the time it's not going to be in your best interest. And it's something just life principles. Do what's in your best interest. Now, ideally, you want it to be mutual. You want a win-win situation. Well, when my DM came, like, we have regional position open, you get to have the option to be home every weekend, or you could be out every 2 weeks. That one's for me, but also one's for him, because he needs freight to be moved in the Northeast region. Let's get on it. I'm with that. So now I'm winning, he's winning. I'm going to stay longer now. I'll stay in this company longer because they're doing that for me. Okay, now I was planning on leaving, but now I will stay longer at this company. But this thing of going on, like, people, I have to go out for months. I told one guy, I have to be out for months. And I'm saying, how many miles you getting? 2,000, 2,300. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I just hit 3,000 miles last week, bro, and I had home time. You getting played. I didn't say it like that. I was like, oh, damn. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, though. You being out for 2, 3, 4 months at a time. I'm getting more miles than you. They know they could play with you because you don't have no foundation. They feel like, oh, you don't got a home? Oh, yeah, we're just going to play with you now. We're just going to rock the boat. They're not going to say this, but they're going to show with their actions. So as a driver, as somebody who's doing OTR, or transitioning not to regional, but somebody who's doing OTR, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know what you want to do. And if you don't know, find out what you want to do. Find out what's your plan. Some people like it. If you like to be on the road for 2, 3 months, I am not talking to you, because that's what you like to do, and you should do what works for you. Me personally, I don't know. I'm not doing that unless you're going to pay very lucrative. And this coming from a guy in the railroad. I did travel, and I don't mind traveling, but you get in your own location. As a truck driver, you don't have one location. You're all over the place. Unless they put you in a dedicated account, which sometimes happens. But even then, they're not going to put you in a hotel. You're in that truck. You're in that truck. So have a plan, have a goal, because there is money to be made in this industry. But most of the time, people don't have a plan, people don't have a goal, people don't know their temperament, people don't know what they like. If you want to be home every weekend, do something that's going to put you in that situation. If you want to be home every day, do something that's going to put you in that situation. If you want to switch careers, do something that's going to put you in that situation. That's all I'm saying. And this applies for other people. And if you're just somebody who is not even a truck driver, you just listen to this, Make sure even in your career you do that. Have a goal, have a plan, know what you want. Because things change. When I was in the railroad, the management changed. Everything just started falling off the bone. And I said, okay, yeah, now it's time for me to go. I got my CDO, now it's time for me to go, because I feel like I'm not getting respect. I feel like I'm not getting appreciated. And in this situation, and it's nothing personal, just business, I will have to leave out of my own self-respect and dignity. And you will have to do that. If you're in the truck industry, just know that. You have to, there's going to be a point of time, you're going to put your, in the beginning, you might not do that. But once you have a certain amount of money saved up, like me, my goal is to have a year of savings saved up. So that now, when you have that thing, you could leave the table. If the company's playing with you, leave that company if you could. If you can't, take it, okay. But just have that in the back of your mind. That's what I did in the railroad. I'm like, okay, I took it. I'm okay. I'm finna leave. I'm about to leave. But I took it. I'm like, okay. But I had a plan. Even in this company, I'm like, okay, yeah, I have plans. Okay, I'm going to do this. I need to save this amount of money. I need to do this. And at the time I'm doing it, I'm looking for a better situation. I'm looking for a better situation. So I have a plan. So I feel like me being out here, it does not feel like waste. That's why I could smile. That's why I could go. I could go work out. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm going to go. I'm going to play some ball real quick. I could do these things because I have a goal. I have a plan. But I'm seeing some people just say, you don't have a goal. You don't have a plan. If I ask, what do you want to do? What's your plan? How long do you want to do this for? Is the company respecting you? Is the company honoring? Are there any benefits? Do you do a 401k match? What is the plan for you being in this truck? Most people don't. And most people don't in their own careers. Let's just keep it a buck. But in this economy, in this society, if you're an OTR, if you're anybody working, but especially if you're an OTR driver, have a plan. Because these companies have a plan, and most of the time, you're not going to be the one in it. And it's not going to benefit you. So anyway, at this point, I'm rambling. Just the gist of this, just have a plan for OTR. If you're out here in this truck, guys, it's hard. A lot of people, if you don't have a truck driver, if you're not truck driving, you won't realize that it is draining. It is. And not hard in the way of like, scientists just, no, but it is draining. It is work. And you'll feel tired, surprisingly. So have a plan. Know what you want. Know what you want to do. Don't sacrifice for a company or anything or anybody that is not trying to give you benefits. Because you have to sacrifice. If you're in a relationship, you have to sacrifice. But are you getting any benefits out of that situation? If you're not, my best advice to you, have a plan, but you have to move on. Have a plan and have to move on, because they will have a plan for you. These truck companies, they just want to let you go. They want to cut their fleet down. They don't have no issue. They will sleep good at night like a baby. Cutting you off. So you have a plan. Have a plan, and don't be afraid if something is not being met and you're in a situation, you're in a powerful position that you can move or you can transition, do it. It's Danny K. Comment, like, subscribe. Out.